on ice.
And this run should seal this win. What a timely burst.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's deflected and out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Lundy. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Lundy no good. Now here's George. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. It was a tale of two teams. Oh, terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
Je suis solide, si tu m'aimes, aime-moi fort. Tu veux le feed, je suis dans le club, tu parles trop fort. 1 million, 2 millions, je fais 800 d'or. Je connais le avant le fisc et tous les accords. Le terrain c'est pas que pour les footeux. On voit le ballon, on fait les arrêts. Frappe de Marais, frappe de Gareth Bale. Ce qui vous raconte m'a l'air douteux. Cap Piranha dans un QU2. T'as prié Dieu pour que ça s'arrête, ma gueule. D'où je viens, on mange les requins avec les arêtes. Dans le laboratoire, on fait pas de faute éliminatoire. Les cœurs en verre comme Terminator. Je les vois de loin comme les Miradors. Guette la taille de la jambe. Beaucoup de papier, pas de langue de bois. Le bracelet ça coûte une jambe. Et le prix du monde peut coûter un bras.
Don't you know I'm loco?
Welcome to Thursday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. This is opening night for both of these squads. What are these games like to play in, Richard?
It's so much fun. You put in so much work in the offseason to improve, to get better, and now it's your opportunity to show it.
Let's take a look at our starters for Denver. Gordon and Jokic, the inside combo. Then it's Peyton Watson. Then it's...
And this early in the season, Greg, we still have a lot to learn about these teams.
And they're still learning about themselves, right? The coaches are working on rotations and game plans. The players are trying to establish the chemistry that a winning team needs.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Inside for him, it's Gordon and Jokic. Shake and bake out there with Murray. And it's Watson in at the 3 spot. Now Watson. Paul George missing from long range. Shake and bake passes to Murray. Just 5 to shoot.
Two elite centers from tip-off to the final buzzer, Grant. We should have a battle on our hands tonight.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. And, you know, in games like this, it's important to give space for your big guys to compete. The last thing you want is to overcrowd the paint.
So I spent 1 million on you. I throw 1 million on you,
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players. We are live. It's a Thursday night presentation here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Inside for him, it's Gordon and Jokic. Jamal Murray is out there with Shake and Bake, and it's Watson in at small forward.
They're going to have to come up with a better matchup. This guy just too much speed.
And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points in the ballgame. Embiid sets the pick for Maxey. Out to the right wing. And good that time. So, Legs, here we are at the very beginning of an NBA season. Were you a quick starter, or did you have to build up as the season went on?
Well, Kevin, I didn't have a choice. I always tried to come into training camp in the best shape of anybody in there. I wasn't going to run around too many guys, so I had to run away from them. I learned that early in my career. But, you know, sometimes you don't necessarily shoot the ball well out of the gate. That really was season by season.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
Now here's Embiid. And they double up Embiid. On the wing, George knocks down the three ball.
Well, if you create shots for him, Paul George is going to knock him down all night long.
A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Lundy gets the bucket. Lundy's got 6.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
Greg, we know something every scout liked about B.J. Edgecombe was his raw physical ability.
Yeah, many felt he was already NBA ready in terms of his physique. He's fast, he's strong, and he can just leap out of the gym. No waiting for him to fill out. This guy is ready to go.
Pass to Watson. Shot clock at 6. Here's Lundy. 6 points for him. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And Philadelphia making a change here. Grimes is checked in. And Denver with a change here too. Cameron Johnson's checked in for Peyton Watson. And now Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. I asked him the obvious. Is there anything you can do to slow down Jokic? He was surprisingly candid with his plan, and he said they want to force him to switch out onto the perimeter shooters, hoping that he expends a lot of energy and create favorable mismatches. Guys?
All right, Allie, thank you.
And there's an aggression to Murray's game, willing to battle there for the bucket.
Outside, George. Pass to Edgecombe. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. And the 76ers making a change here. Bona's checked in. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for the Nuggets. Now, here's Maxey. This game he had 28 points. He on the clock. Launches it. Gordon with the defensive effort.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point line.
Johnson kicks to Gordon. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Gordon with a screen on Maxey. Shake and bake passes to Jokic. Hardaway for good. Another from 3.
Shot's good.
And now for this franchise, he's hit the most threes in a single season.
His incredible range stretches out the defense on a nightly basis. It's an invaluable element to this offense. Kelly Oubre's checked in for the 76ers. Payne comes in for Maxey. Payne for 3. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They trail by 9 points. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Brendan Watford's checked in for the 76ers. Lowry comes in for Payne. Denver also making some changes. Peyton Watson comes in for Johnson. And Murray subbed in for Hardaway. Outside Lowry. Here's the screen to the left wing. Here's Bona. He's covered by Watson. Lowry can't get it to go. The Nuggets on offense. They're on a 14-5 run here.
Oh, that was amazing! Oh, my goodness!
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they've just been the better team. They've been more aggressive, which is why they hold a double-digit lead.
Now, here's Lowry, and out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
Substitution on the court.
There's 14 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Lundy, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Well, the score reflects it. They've just been the better team all the way around.
And after just one quarter of play, a double. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
And another thing that has really opened up the rest of the floor is their damage from the mid-range area.
Cameron Payne is out there with Quentin Grimes. Then there's Embiid. Then there's Edwards. And it's Oubre in at the power forward position. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Here's Lundy. Can't hit from in close. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, the Sixers are one of the more high-variance teams in the league. With their star veterans in PG and Embiid fully healthy, they have a chance to win the East. Without, they'll need to lean heavily on their promising young players.
They're plenty talented. Thank you, Shams. Crosses over, and such a nice move to make the basket work. Lundy's got 14 points.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Back to Payne for three. The 76ers with another miss. And now the Nuggets, fast break. Shake and bake passes to Hardaway. Here's Lundy. He's guarded by Grimes. Lundy no good. The 76ers trail by 15. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Shake and Bake picks up the foul. Timeout. That is his first foul of the game.
Come on, man. Get up. Get out.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Paul George comes in for Edwards. And Maxey subbed in for Payne. Peyton Watson, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Jamal Murray comes in for Aaron Gordon. Denver leading by 15. On the wing, Murray. Here's Lundy. He's guarded by Grimes. Hardaway, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Grimes. Maxey against Hardaway. Fires from 18. Lundy pulls it in. Lundy's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Another young rising player in this league who's learning as he goes along is Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, he continues to get more responsibility on his plate, and I think as he starts to embrace that leadership role a little bit more and become more vocal, I think then you're going to start to see Philly really do some great things.
Yeah, maturing before our eyes. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Lundy's got 4 points this quarter.
Looking for a little extra style points right there with the fadeaway.
Pass to Embiid. Back to Maxey. Embiid the screen to the inside to stop the drought. Another miss by Philadelphia. The Nuggets leading by 17.
And you think Murray all about scoring, but Murray is about what helps his team win.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the 76ers. In the second quarter, held scoreless. High post, Embiid. Count it. Embiid's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with them. Some changes for Philadelphia. Arlo's checked in, and it's Edgecombe in for Quentin Grimes. The Nuggets also changing it up. Jokic comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr., and it's Aaron Gordon in for Johnson. Here's Lundy. Arlo grabs the rebound. The 76ers trail by 17. Down low, here's Edgecombe. That ball's nice speed that time from Jordan.
Explosive in that painted area. Edgecombe can just rise above any type of resistance.
Shake and bake passes to Gordon. Here's Lundy. He's got 18. Pass to Murray. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Nuggets with another miss. Maxey in the corner. Outside, George. And it's off from three-point range. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a win against the Jazz in Delta Center. Murray, good.
And this is Murray at his best, probing inside and finding avenues to the basket using that athleticism.
Here's Maxey. No one near Edgecombe as he lets it fly. And the 76ers tack on 2 more. Here's Lundy. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Denver on top, leading by 17. Now we have Banks Alley, much appreciated. Halftime now, and we'll be back to get the third quarter underway in just a moment.
Well, these guys can't hit the threes. Pretty hard to win like that these days.
Maybe they went to the Dr. O'Neill's School of Shooting.
And guys, now let's thank you for being with us.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been one outstanding game for Shake and Bake.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
Second half is underway, and here's who David Adelman's got on the floor. Inside for him, it's Gordon and Jokic. Shake and bake out there with Murray, and it's Watson in at the 3 spot. Maxey with it, out guarded by Murray. Maxey feeling it out a bit at the top of the key, Embiid. Launches from deep. It's hauled in by Gordon.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Here's Lundy. Takes it off the glass. Lundy's got the first points of the second half here for Denver. Every so often, Tim, you heard the term defensive anchor. What defines one in the way you look at the game?
Well, I think it's that player that's on the back line, protecting the rim, but also able to see the entire floor. That is where your best communicator often resides.
How did you grade your defensive abilities when you played?
I battled, Kevin. You're going to have to kill me to stop me. That's the way I looked at it.
It's rebounded by Edgecombe. The 76ers trail by 19. A steal. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. The coast-to-coast dunk.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. The Nuggets have gotten used to success. Nikola Jokic said, quote, winning is a lifestyle for us. It's really good when you're winning. Everybody's happy. Everybody wants to play. Everybody is buying into the system. I was here when we were losing, so I do not want to go back to that. Back to you.
They're sure good with him in the lineup. Okay, thank you, Allie. And Philadelphia making a change here. Grimes is checked in. The 76ers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. That free throw, no good. And just as players, Greg, have used technology to train, it sounds like officials are now doing the same thing.
Yeah, whether it's the training app on their phones or VR headsets, cameras tracking their positioning on the floor, and even where they're looking. We'll see how much of a difference all this tech makes.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Embiid in the corner. And a miss there on the triple.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here's Lundy. 26 points for him. Edgecombe with the steal. To the paint, intercepted. And now the Nuggets, fast break. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
The three from George. And it's Denver with the rebound.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor.
Kicks it out to Gordon. Out to the wing. Pass to Lundy. 5 to shoot. Embiid comes with a double team. Embiid with the steal. It's Grimes on the wing. The 76ers with another miss. Here's Denver now. They've got an 8-0 run. Here's Lundy. 28 points for him. Here's Jokic. Drills it from outside. Jokic has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
Well, that's a nice finish that time by Maxey inside, making full use of his exceptional agility and athleticism.
From about 16, that misses off the backboard.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Well, that happens sometime. Nothing is guaranteed in this league.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Murray, no good. 17-foot shot on the way. And Maxey with the basket on the assist by George. And so it's the Denver Nuggets finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
And it's such an advantage to have a big man who can facilitate at a high level like that.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. They've got Embiid, Kelly Oubre out there with Edwards. Then there's Lowry. And it's Grimes in at the 2 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And the 76ers tack on 2 more. Nuggets shooting an unreal 70% from the field, making a mockery of this defense. Here's Lundy, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And that's his MO. Sometimes he can score more points by himself than the rest of the team.
Here's Lowry. That's tipped. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
And Lowry will get his fair share of points. In close. This guy's a grinder.
Well, going into a promising draft like this past summer, Greg, are losing teams trying to secure that lottery ticket to the stars?
Well, you look at the last, 4.5 decades worth of champions, only 5 of those teams were led by a player taken outside the top 7 in the draft. So you can see why teams are trying to draft so high.
Pass to Maxey. From downtown, the 76ers again can't hit it.
Well, he wanted to answer that three with one of his own. Unfortunately, he couldn't knock it down.
Here's Lundy. Doubled by Oubre. Embiid with the steal. Outside Lowry. Pass to Grimes. For 3, Oubre. Good on the three-point shot. Oubre's got himself on the board with 3 there.
A legitimate sniper from distance. Love seeing Oubre Jr. shoot it with such precision.
Here's Lundy. He's covered by Maxey. Outside for Murray. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And Lowry has it in the corner. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Denver's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Pass to Murray. Here's Lundy. Now here's Gordon. 6 on the shot clock. Doubled by Oubre. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Tim, as we look at the area of modern medicine, isn't it amazing how it's helping extend playing career?
Yeah, it's really incredible, Kevin, how these procedures now are so much less invasive. Guys come back sooner and they're able to play longer. Just look at Klay Thompson gifting his 2022 championship ring to the doctor who performed his Achilles surgery. Now that's the kind of impact these doctors are having.
It really is amazing. The 76ers with another miss.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Traps in the tray.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Nuggets.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they've really had a dominant run of games against this opponent this year. They played them 3 times and won every one.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Shake and Bake.
And when he's dominant on the glass, his team benefits in so many ways. He took a lot of pressure off of his teammates tonight.
Here's Lundy. 35 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Gordon, the pass to Shake and Bake. A 3-ball. It's hauled in by Paul George. They get a hand on it.
And Paul George that time staying aggressive, and he's able to pick up that whistle.
Yeah, easy call.
First free throw is good. And George drops them both. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's the 3. That one, no good. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. To come.
Eric.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. And